Welcome back to Middle Age Muscle. This video might go down in history as one of my worst ideas yet, but I can't resist because I have a little buyer's remorse, and I just need to keep sticking my tongue in that missing tooth, you know? I just finished a pretty grueling barbell workout, and I'm pretty spent, so what better time to test out the new products that I purchased for pressing dumbbells. To make this go as fast as possible, I'm going to do them in just the order that's easiest to change the stuff up. You might see that I already have lashed the barbell to the J hooks. You can see that better. So that way, it doesn't move, which is, I think, probably the best way to use the man spotter hooks. Up first are the man spotter hooks 2.0. I don't love them, but I don't hate them. I'm still learning, still getting used to them. What I have discovered is that you don't want to lift off with the barbell so high that it's the very top of your press, because then as you try to pull the hooks off of the barbell, and if you haven't quite cleared it, you're using a lot of force to go this way. And that's how you drop a big dumbbell on your hip, which I've already done. What I do is I start out a little down the bench, so that way my eyes are not in line with even the bottom of the dumbbell. But then I rock the dumbbells toward me a little bit as I lift off, and the reason for that is just to make sure that I'm not smacking into the barbell with the hooks on every rep, and I'm also not, going to wind up down here when I finally clear the barbell and have it come crashing down. I'm going to be kind of straight up in my press. So I'm going to start out. Okay, these are 90s, and like I said, I'm already spent, so I'm just going to do one rep and then try and reback. Okay, pressing together, and now I'm going to slam them. Okay, that felt pretty good. So one of my tips and tricks for using this thing is if I'm starting out this way down the bench a little bit, as I'm racking them back, I want the barbell low enough that when I'm fully extended, I'm going to have no problem clearing the barbell with the hook. But more importantly, I'm also, as I smack the barbell, and I know you're going to say I'm ruining my knurling, I want the metal part of the hook, not the vinyl coated part, to make contact, so I hear that nice clank and I know that I've re-racked. Once they're kind of firmly against that, they start to rock backwards a little bit, but at that point I know I can let them go down, and they're not going to hit me in the head. It's a little scary because I still have some motion going back and forth this way, but the hooks are pretty deep, and you'd really have to swing them like up about 180, well, I don't know, to some degree, right? Maybe more than 90 degrees to get them to fall off. That's the man spotter hooks. My additions are the lashing straps. They don't come with that. And this here, I have the dent in my thumb again because I didn't put the band on in the right place, apparently. I tend to use a slightly pronated grip on the dumbbells, and I lead with thumbs up. So I'm pressing like this, and when you do that, right, the dumbbell's sliding down in your hand, and ordinarily your hand would make contact with the nice uniform head or the end of the handle, but instead where the hook is open, that's crushing my finger and making a little dent there. It's just par for the course with these. If you use the same grip I do, I think you're going to have the same problem, unless you use gloves. I hate lifting with gloves. I'm not a fan of it. I don't want anything soft and squishy getting in the way of, why am I getting rid of these? Of me making firm contact with the metal handle of the dumbbell. All right, so that's man spotter hooks done. Now next, the Titan dumbbell holders. Now, the man spotter hooks were $70 for the 2.0s, and these dumbbell holders about $100 more. Anyway, so with these, here's the challenge. Two challenges really. One, when you're lifting off, right, you can't do it from your maximum top of your rep, because you need to clear a pretty significant lip, and you need to come this way pretty much. So they got to be a little lower, which is okay, I guess, because they also, unfortunately, in the Titan rack, the Titan dumbbell holders, they're still pretty friggin' far apart. I mean, maybe if I was using 200-pound dumbbells, the ends might be touching, but the handles wouldn't be closer together. So the handles always wind up pretty far apart, which, when you rock back, right, I rock back with my arms straight and perfectly perpendicular, right? Whereas with this, I'm starting out here. Well, now because my arms are on an angle and I'm kind of at a V, gravity wants to open my arms like this, and that makes it for a much more challenging liftoff. I think more challenging than rocking back. So I'm not seeing the value in this. The other thing is I need to be pretty far down the bench to avoid these big heads from clearing, to clear these platforms, so I don't smack into them whenever I rep. So now I'm after I lift off, I've got to wiggle down because I can't lift off behind my head and wide. So I'm going to start out. I'll show you what I do. I put my feet up on the bench, right, to allow myself to get as far back as possible. I unrack above me. 1 and 2, never both at once for some reason, probably because I have a church roll. And then I wiggle down just a couple inches, as much as I can. And now I'm already tired. And I'm going to start my first rep. Okay. And now, even though I hate doing this, I'm going to demonstrate the rack. And I'm going to do them one at a time. There's the good arm. Here's the good arm. Okay. I survived it, but it was only 1 rep. It wasn't my max weight. And it was tricky as hell. And you know what? The shoulder's talking to me a little bit, right? Not so much with the mad spotter. Now, after I'm even more exhausted demonstrating both of those devices, I'm going to do the conventional liftoff. Or I should say the liftoff I learned from Scott Herman Fitness on YouTube. Check out his channel, search tips and tricks. He's got a stellar method for launching, the liftoff with dumbbells for a flat press and conserving your energy and not hurting yourself and maximizing your reps. Okie dokie. See how much easier that was? I don't know why I needed either one of those things. And down for 1. Down. Up. And now to put them down, not dumbbell. Push them down to my hips. And rock back up. Now my back doesn't love that maneuver. I could probably execute it slower. Just push them and then sit up. But after seeing how easy that is, and how precarious and scary using the other 2 products were, I really don't get what purpose they serve. I think if you're convinced that they're doing you a service, great for you. But I think maybe you're kidding yourself a little bit. Maybe you want to feel good about the money you spent. And maybe you can manage the dumbbells without them. If you're finding it like, oh, it's so much easier, to use those things, I would suggest that you can probably handle more weight, or that you're not challenging yourself enough at that weight, because it's only at the most challenging weight, bigger than these, right, that the lifting off wide is challenging, and clearing that hook off the barbell is challenging. Otherwise, you usually know what you can handle. Learn how to do this lift off. That's my advice. If you lift off straight back with the arms locked, how's that hurt your shoulder? Right, you're going to be in that position in and out of the press, right? So just figure out, learn how to get it up, guys. Don't rely on devices and augmentation. That's my rant over. I'm going to end it here, and hopefully I can edit this for time, and you won't be bored to tears watching. And I hope you found it helpful. If you hate this video, comment. Tell me why I'm wrong about these products. If you love it, let me know too. I like a little praise. All right, that's it. Middle-aged muscle lap.